Well, welcome back everybody, this is Kid Music 2, and this is Legend of Mana Let's Play. Reverse those two. Anyway, in the last part we finished up at the Sfeeg snowfields after getting lost repeatedly. And in this part we are going to do the last quest that involves the pirates. And unfortunately it's going to be a pretty short one, but the next quest that comes after it is a pretty... yeah, it's not pretty long, it's averagely long, I suppose. Actually, if you behave yourselves and eat all your vegetables, I might end up putting them all together in one part. But we'll see how it goes. I'd also like to point out that it is no longer around Christmas time, and it's actually closer to New Year's. And, there's no longer an annoying-ass bird squawking every 2 seconds. And I've decided what I'm going to do is record, because I've only got about a week left before my internship starts. So I'm going to record the rest of the series in advance, and then start putting them up. So a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about now will be outdated, and by the time that this all goes up, I'll probably be at my internship anyway, and I'll be having fun. So we wanted to go to the place that we're at right now. What's this place called? I don't know, the SS Buccaneer. And you want to sail twice to the west, once to the north, and we will start the quest. Luckily for you guys, I've failed. Well, I didn't really fail. My stuff crashed on me again. I should probably be doing something about that, but I don't. Anyway, this quest gets a little confusing if you don't know what you're doing. It's basically a a trading quest, which most RPGs have some form of this quest. So the captain gives us 15 Halo coins. He says if you run out, you can come back. But you need significantly less than 15. So you want to talk to this dub bear here and give him a Halo coin. And he will run off, which is always a good thing. And so this quest is basically just trading Halo coins for passage or for other goods that you trade for passage, in hopes of finding the treasure that the pirates have buried, or that someone buried. Someone buried treasure, and naturally both the pirates and the dub bears, or the diggers, want it. Sorry about that. I don't know. There's really not much more to say about this. It's pretty straightforward, and in fact... this is the quest that requires you to kill the crabs, or not... well, they die, but it's not like you actually have to do battle with them, you just crush them underfoot. And I believe you need to have killed at least 20... but honestly, as long as you crush every crab that you can when you're doing the first quest that you get when you get here, you should be fine. So, let's see, I believe this guy has... yeah, this guy gives us little bottles. And we're going to want to take 2 from him, but just to be safe, I'm going to take 3. Because, like I said, you're going to end up with a lot more Halo coins than you need. And then we want to talk to this guy who's blocking our path and give him a little bottle so that he runs off and we can progress through the quest, because if we didn't do that, what would be the point? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. How is it pronounced? Sahagin? I said I was going to look up what exactly those creatures are supposed to be, because they're always aquatic themed and they're always in RPGs. Anyway, speaking of aquatic themed, Assassin's Creed 4. Almost beaten it, not quite. And then once I'm done with that, I have to move on to Kingdom Hearts, which I got for Christmas, Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Remix HD Deluxe Super Awesome Omega Edition. So that'll be fun. Problem is, I really am not a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I like the idea of it, where like all the Disney characters are being crushed together by one powerful monster, and it's got the Final Fantasy team in there for God knows what fucking reason. Probably because Square is like, hey, look at what we did. But the gameplay of it isn't exactly. I mean, it's basically just a point and attack, or a button masher. But it just, the platforming aspects of it are terrible. So this guy here, you want to give him little bottles, and he'll give you puka shells. And in fact, the reason why, getting back to the whole Kingdom Hearts thing, the reason why I played it for about an hour or two, and then I stopped for like a year, and then I went back to it. And the reason why I stopped it was because of the platforming. I was in the Tarzan levels, and I could not get through it. Wow, we're making record time. This quest took me about 15 minutes first time I did it. We're almost done. Spoiler alert. So I guess I am going to end up doing the other quest in this part, and then we'll play it by ear from there. Oh man. Fucking crabs! No one likes you and your lice. Ah, it's a sexually transmitted disease joke. Why does this not feel right? I don't know. Feels like I'm going in the wrong direction. And every time I have that feeling, I'm usually going in the wrong direction. But I don't really know where else I would have gone. Oh man, you take my other puka shell, and then yeah, we are in the right area. I'm doing just fine. The Queen's Caves with the treasure, and we have gotten the treasure. But wait, there's more. Stop right there. We the diggers claim that treasure. Blah 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 blah. And if you give nothing, you fail the quest. So you want to give a Halo coin. And the Dove Bears will be like, oh yeah, we got ourselves a Halo coin. We're gonna betray our leader for 1 coin. And that's going to do it for that quest. We end up back on the SS Buccaneer. That's a real man, here's a man of the sea. I believe we get a weapon? No, Icy Platinum. We got a weapon from the last one, didn't we? I can't remember. At this point in the quest, or in the game, the items that you get from quests aren't really worth it. You can get by with a little help from your friends. I believe I've already made that joke too. But you can also get by without the quest rewards. So we're going to go back to our home and talk to our little cactus. And then we're going to get started on the next quest, which I believe this might be the... No. Well, this might be the first time that I've unlocked a new land in the middle of an episode without... Because, I mean, I did it for, the whole Lark and Sierra questline story arc, whatever term you choose to describe it. But I've never, like, started with something completely random, and then gone somewhere else. Easy modding indeed. Stupid cactus with your stupid face. And we're actually going to be unlocking my favorite city in the goddamn game. I don't know why I had to say goddamn. It made it sound more angry than I actually was. Grr, I'm so angry. Grr. Exit to world map. So, oh, I forgot about this too. First, I'll show that off at the end of this episode, maybe. Where do I want to put this? Right next to the Feig snowfields is where you want to put the Tome of Magic. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we got it. I believe we got this from the desert quest, which would make sense because all the little school children, the magical school children. So we have unlocked the city of Geo. There's a lot to do here. Most of it will only get lightly brushed over. The rest of it will be important. But our next quest takes place here, so this is where we are headed. Oh. No. Never mind. And the music here. Second favorite song. I don't know. I can't say it's my second favorite song in the game, because there are a lot of good songs. But this is just so upbeat and catchy, and look who it is, our favorite weirdo. And Miss K and Gilbert. And she's part basilisk, which is why she looks like a reptilian lady. And he's talking about how... Oh, good lord. Oh, there are children. So he's falling in love with Miss K, because he falls in love with everybody. And so she's talking about how her kids have gone missing, or they're boycotting school. So if we talk to Gilbert, he'll be, there's something I need your help with, I need to convince him, blah, 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 blah. Go back to school, I'll do it, because he's incapable of doing it himself. So all the little children, basically this is just a fetch quest, where it's not even a fetch quest, it's just a quest where you go around and talk to people. Do as you please, don't look at me like that, I hate adults because that's who I am, I repeat the mistakes that they made ever. I'll go back to school only because it's on my way. Haha, I tricked you. Maybe the quality instruction not good, I don't know. Sure, flashy is good, but 2-3 castings. Simple spells, meaningful spells. Just go to school. That's pretty heartless, but I guess defiance will do no good either. I'll go back to school. So, I mean, there's really nothing to this quest, other than the hardest part is really just, talking, or the hardest part is just finding all of them, because this is a pretty big city. There will be none in the palace, so you can at least cross that off your list. We'll be going to the palace later, but you just need to find all of them. I hate school too. He'll go to school tomorrow, and there's one kid in here, but he won't go back until all the other students have gone back, so we'll just skip him. That's nice, isn't it? After blah blah blah. Alright. So, basically, if you don't give the correct response the first time, there's no penalty. There's really nothing to this quest at all. It's very simple and straightforward, and it's basically just introducing you to the city of Jiro. Jiro. The city of Jiro. The city of Geo. I'm going back to school, I'm sick of you picking on me. In fact, this is probably the most significant part of the entire quest. He was a famous warrior meant to fight the demon lord, so he went to find the land of the locusts. He did get great deeds, and he was given the locust armor. Once you wear it, you cannot put it off. He went to the blah blah blah, and that morning he buzzed in a week's time, and we found him stiff and dead, and he runs around like a crazy lunatic. If you really cared about that story, you can pause in between each thing. Basically, it was just about how his dad was fighting a demon, and he had to get locust armor, and the locust king was like, if you take this armor off, you're going to die, and then he died. I'll go back. That's good news. So we've got a good portion of the kids are already back in school. I believe I already talked to him. This store will become important later. It's basically just a place. I don't know if I've shown any of them off. I believe there's also one in Medora Beach, but it just sells gemstones, which are very useful for blah blah blah. Stick with it. I'll give it the old college try. What was it? Oh yeah, it's useful for weaponsmithing. And there was a kid I didn't talk to. Oh my goodness, I can't get this music out of head. I guess I can be more of a class clown. I'll go back to school if I don't become a mage, and I'll become an actor. Also, I'm gonna go back and show it. The right to my left, as I'm standing in front of it, you see a classic black mage nod to the Final Fantasy series. I'm still standing. How come? Because I forgot my homework. I like school. This kid is an asshole, but he's important. I'll explain that when we start doing that quest. 2 more kids here in the library. Everybody's boycotting school, even though it's fun. Everyone's saying it's not. I want to study with my classmates. Go with the flow. I'm studying. This is the probably second most of note student because he talks about the green wiggly, and I don't know if anybody's mentioned the green wiggly or the blue jiggly. They get alluded to. Marching ants. Couldn't, kind of. Alright, good. The green wiggly and the blue jiggly, I don't know if they've been mentioned yet, but they're slightly important for a quest later, and beyond that, I'm not sure. As is this chick. There's a lot in this city to do. I want to talk to her, see what she has to say. My name's Esmeralda. I want to be a magic warrior. I want to fight hard. Hello! Keep in mind her name. That's all I'm going to say. It's if you don't get the joke, or not necessarily a joke, but if you don't understand the illusion, they're not tricks, they're illusions. If you don't understand the illusion, you will in a couple more quests. So I believe that's everybody. I'm going to double check by talking to this asshole first. Oh, there's more in here. I hate adults who can't express themselves like the only ones. Yes. Haha, aren't you listening? No. I give up. Adults are pitiful, I'm going to school. Everyone's saying they'll go back to school. That's the kid that, he won't go back to school. Bad boy. I know I'm a bad boy, I don't like school, blah 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 blah. Can't even English good, but then again, neither can I. Got all students go back to class. Alright, maybe that one student doesn't give a shit. So they're all back in class. Now they can have real classes, and she leaves. Hold on, darling, what do you mean by lad? Oh, let's go on a date, you're so annoying, let me go, I'm gonna turn you to stone. He's going to get so hard for her. Which is gross. And Gilbert got turned to stone. You don't actually see it, but that's basically what just happened to him. And in fact, in a little bit, we'll have to do something about that. But for the time being, I'm actually going to display what this golden seed does. And then with that quest being over, we will go talk to our cactus, and then we will call it an episode. So we got this from Trent, so it's pretty obvious what it is, as is that picture. I don't know how many plants you have to grow, or if there's like a set point in the story when he makes it, but basically just keep growing stuff with Trent, and keep picking seeds, and rinse and repeat until you get the artifact golden seed. And this is basically just another golden orchard. Hello, hello, could this be the first time? I was just a seed at the time land of flow. Yes, I know this because I know all. I'm a tree and I know everything because we're all connected at our roots. Oh, I didn't want to say no. What am I doing? There is one particular vegetable that you can grow. I want to say it's called like the golden spade basil. No, the golden clover or something like that. And it's supposed to give you... It's mainly used for tempering weapons. I've never been particularly fond of tempering weapons, mostly because there's really no... It's not predictable enough for me to know what I'm doing. But I'm sure if you look online, you can find guides better than anything I could say. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. In the next part... depending on what we see when we come in the door. Nope. In the next part, I believe we'll just be doing more quests around the Geo area. So I've been Kesmagustin, and I will see you in the next one.